tiny example what I can give you of the clients when I see them. And I wanted to share with you is this, which is very common, which we don't know how to hold the capacity or the next level when it's incoming. And we sabotage it. As much as we write it down on our vision board, on our desire list, that it's going to be, that's what we want to work for. And I give you this as an example of a particular client. She had a session with me last week, but this is ongoing issue. An issue is about her house and what they did not fix it 7 years later. And it's about the mold. And I'm not going to be talking because about, microbes and all the impact of the black mold in a house. But 7 years later, that issue is not rectified. That's only thing what it was done, it was put a band-aid on it. The humidifier, purifier, things like that, essential oils, just the band-aids. So I want you to see it and not judging this person, because we can all be doing this when we are not aware of it, that we are doing it. In the meantime, this person, I'll just explain this, went on holidays, done things. She's got more than 10 weeks of a year of holidays. So there was ample of opportunities. But what is going to happen with her when the house is fixed? When she doesn't have a story to talk about it. Oh, the house is like this, or the house is like that. Lots of people have their own identity story. Yeah? Identity story. In a way of the house, the husband, the children, oh, the work, another day, another dollar. And you can hear certain words what people say. I hear them through the energy, how they say it, where is it coming from? And of course, I hear the spirit, yeah? So I'm a little bit different. But there is words what people use, and they say them, and they have got a meaning. But we got customized to it to think that they are just normal. They're just accepting it. But sometimes, and I will say this, they hold it on themselves like it's a shield, like that's my badge of honor. But, and it's like almost like sacrifice. But in this case, it should not be sacrifice. And probably you're sitting back and going like, I would have done this, I would have done it. I will say this, please don't. Please don't. Because we're judging the person. If they could have, should have, would have, they would have done it. There is internal block inside. Who they're going to be when the house is fixed. What's going to happen. What there is the next level, what they're desiring, that I'm not going into what their desires are. It's a pure self-sabotage. Absolutely self-sabotage of it. But to say that to the person that it's a self-sabotage, what they were going to do, instantly, they were going to go in defense and say, no, it's not. The body needs to relax and needs to feel open and trustworthy to a person. She does trust me. She's been with me for many, many years. But still, there is a next level. A next level could feel so scary. As much as we say that we wanted to be on that level, but it can feel absolutely scary. The identities, we are not always willing to see them. And when people come and see me, they are sometimes scared of it because it's like, she sees me. My job is to help you to get you to the next level. I don't want to have the people to suffer if I can help them. Do we suffer? Yeah, we do. Because we've been conditioned in our childhood. We've been conditioned, and then there is I would say, the country conditioning, the religion conditioning. There is so many family conditionings, yeah? And then we become an adult and then we're like, okay, this is not how my parents explain. This is not this is not that. Like, there's so many things where we have to strip down and rebuild it differently. Yeah, so again, I want to say this, let's go into this, why somebody would be self-sabotaging this. Because the next level, what she is desiring, it's scary. Absolutely scary. And it's not about the house at all. What's the next level is going to be? Is it going to be peace? The house is going to be solve the problem. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be, I can enjoy myself. And some people don't know how to sit in peace. As much as they say, I would love to have just peaceful moments or peaceful hour. And they're not achieving that because they don't feel that they can have peace. They can enjoy the peace, that they deserve to have a peace. And straight away it's like, it could be like a mother saying to them, oh, you're sitting, go and do something, get yourself busy. You can't be sitting. Or it's a story that, what are we going to talk when we see our friends? How many people do I hear it when I go to the coffee shop? It's interesting to hear people, how they are talking about the work and how much it's like, oh my God, oh, it's like this, it's like that. I'm not saying that it's not. But they didn't say nothing positive, nothing nice. Absolutely nothing nice. So imagine when they're going into work and they change the job, or they are saying that they want to have their own business, and they will be like, but I'm doing my own business, which I love. So my story changes. And this is where sometimes people look at me and they go like, you actually love what you do? And I say, yeah, I do absolutely love what I do. But that is my story. Other people are so afraid of it. If they, let's go say, stop working for the company or for the boss and they start working for themselves, self-employed, then it's like, oh, I can't whinge anymore. I can't say, I hate this or I hate that. Like, that is not my story anymore. And they feel so lost. So they're rather staying in a job where they can whinge because it's like, well, that's all what I know. And you feel safe. As much as they're saying, I don't like the way I'm working, but they're choosing to stay. And this video could trigger you saying, oh, it's easy for you to say this. How I started my business was a sheer chaos, how it happened through the divorce, where, you know, I ran the clinic with my ex-husband and he said, well, you're divorcing me and you're not working here anymore. And I wasn't divorcing him because we were not compatible anymore. He did what he did and I chose to divorce him. And that was my choice to divorce him, yes. And then after that, it was like, okay, I didn't have a job because I was working full-time in a clinic. And so I said, I'm going to start my own business. 0 clients, 0 money, 0 everything. And I will just say this, 0 money, because only thing what I had, if it was payout from the divorce, $35,000. And that was not even 10 years ago, yeah? So just for the concept of it, that you don't think 20 years ago, 30 years ago, no, it wasn't. So it's sheer determination. And for me, another part is what I will say to you is sheer determination. And she is like, I know what my mission is. My mission is healing. My mission is to ease off people's emotions. And medical part of it, and medical mediumship is about healing, because suppressed emotions compounded over the time, they do create physical pain. And then from physical pain, which we people can ignore it so much. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for it, until it's not a huge thing. And then it's like, holy shit balls, I need to do something about it. And then it's a disease. So in order for us to prevent the diseases, can we then listen to our bodies and not ignore it? Absolutely not ignore it. Because the first headache, maybe it's just a headache because we are dehydrated. We don't have enough water or not enough minerals. Or maybe it is something bigger. But if it's for 2 or 3 days consistently, well, maybe we should have some scans and check it over, or have a blood test and check it over and not ignore it. It could be something else differently. And I will say this from a nursing point of view, lots of brain tumors, they do come in like that. And I'm not saying that that is your story, but I'm just saying this is what usually happens. And then it's like way too late because we just ignore the headache for a month. And some people have it, a headache for a month. And I will say this, don't ever settle to think and to accept that is part normal, because it's not normal to have got a headache for a month, for example. So I want you that this video inspires you. And did you see it, how complex the human emotions are? They're not so simple, and they're not a structure, and you're not a structure to follow, because you need to get to know yourself, who you are. And then every level, it's unlocking a new level. As much as we know, let's go say father wounding, mother wounding, emotional unavailability, whatever it is that you experienced in childhood, and you work through self-love, self-worth, capacity, but every level is different. So I will explain this in a money-wise. Income of 50K a month, a year is different than 50K in a day. And it all stems from capacity. Capacity. And that is the theme for this week, what I hear it from the Spirit. And I always work with the Spirit, and what I deliver the message, it's the capacity. Absolutely. What do you have got capacity to have within yourself? And then it feels so comfortable. So when people come and say to me, it's like, I want to work on it to earn $1 million, and they didn't yet made 50K. Well, $1 million is going to shake the whole body. So let's go work with something that is sustainable. Let's go say from 50K, we go on 70 or 80, because the body is going to be shaking at some of those levels. And until you don't make the body to feel stabilized and see it, what's going to happen? So for example, I had a person like this. She was a single mother. She had a money in an account, and something didn't happen, that she didn't purchase the house. But then, 5 years ago, pandemic happened, all sorts of things happened, and she used that money for, paying the bills, because job, all of this stuff, it was quite different, and she lost that money. So now when she's putting money back in account, what was her first thought when it came in through the session? I'm going to lose it again. So then sabotaging the money coming out of the account so fast before it gets filled in, because it's like the memories, I lost it and I was not able to buy what I wanted to buy at that time. So like that's the pattern what was inside of her. So until we didn't create a new pattern, not just a new page, easy to say, a new page, it had to be create a new pattern and a structure for her that she can feel comfortable in it, and just go like, yeah, it feels normal. It feels normal. Easier said than done. But these parts of developing that muscle within yourself, it takes time. And that's the part which I'll expand on this on a conscious parenting. Can we mirror that to our children? And therefore, those children are going to be different, because we mirror different things. And this is where you'll probably ask, oh, it's easy for some people, easy for it. Well, maybe they had parents who were like this. Maybe they didn't. But let's go not ask that it was so easy for them. They have got their own story. You have your own story. Just focus on yourself. Absolutely focus on yourself. And that is my message for you for today. To focus on yourself, your own capacity, your own next level. And if we could have seen our own blind spots, we would be able to see them. That's why it's the best thing to work with somebody who is able to see them, who is able to say like, okay, this is what you're doing. Because if we could have seen it, we would have done it. We would have absolutely done it. And limits doesn't exist, and we're not born limited. We are born limitless. But a society and environment and conditions being put on us made us limited. Made us, oh, don't do this. Don't do this. No, you can't. Who do you think you are? So limit doesn't exist.